This is Nifty Culture. I'm Pio. I'm here with my partner Mal. What's going on, Mal?
What's up, Pio? How's it going?
It's going well. We're here with, at this point, I'm comfortable saying friends of the show, Paul and Abby, the creators of the Top Dog Beach Club NFT project. How's it going?
Hi, guys.
Well, thanks for having us again.
You guys are welcome anytime, and it's always like so much fun, talking to you guys about the project and just hearing what you're up to. Hopefully Simon can join too, because that'll be extra fun. But yeah, just want to get right into it. What's been going on with Top Dog? Congratulations on the success, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. We're still working really hard to keep it moving along. Great things in the pipeline. We're looking at gamification. Paul, do you want to talk a little bit about that? That's definitely your area.
I mean, we can do, yeah. You just said a minute ago, Pio, Simon Wang, he's supposed to be joining us as a special guest, but I think he's just having a few technical issues. Hopefully he can jump in when he can. I mean, before we jump into the gamification, maybe to talk about where we've come from, what we've done. So we're 5 weeks? I think it's 5 weeks, right, into the project. Seems longer, but yeah, I think it's 5 weeks. And we've pretty much completed our initial roadmap, minus the beach party. So that's the last thing on the roadmap. We've actually selected 2 locations now. So the beach parties are going to be in Miami and they're going to be in Barcelona. We're starting to look for venues there. We're trying to find out, like book a nice venue, book a nice beach area, and just work out the logistics and that kind of thing. We're 99% sure it's now going to be next year because of COVID and that kind of stuff, which sucks. Like, we really wanted to be this year, but I don't think we can make it happen. But from the UK, we can't even travel to the US at the minute.
Right.
We're supposed to be going to New York for the NFT NYC in November, and we're sort of hedging our bets that the rules change then. So yeah, the beach party is definitely going to be next year. We've done a lot more charity sort of events. So we've got, sorry, my dog is biting my phone.
Very appropriate.
Hello, Dennis.
Oh, look who we have.
Our dog's there.
Hi, Simon.
Yo.
I think Simon's trying to drop some very subtle hints.
Oh shit! No, I just
it's fine. The title of the stream is a hint enough, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Simon. Happy to have you here.
Hello. I'm at my mum's house, so it's very ladyfied.
Is that not your childhood bedroom, Simon?
No, I was not a child here, unfortunately. But,
You're always doing something cool, Simon, whether it's skating through, skateboarding past cows, or running through a cornfield, or sitting in your mum's house.
Well, that's because it's in the country. You guys are near Nottingham, aren't you? It's in Newark.
Yeah,
so,
it's quite close. Yeah, we've come from there.
How come I didn't guess that in your accent? You do. I can hear it now, Abby. I can hear it on Abby, not so much Paul.
Yeah, I've been out of Nottingham for years. Anyway, Simon, we are live on YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
We could just casually chat if you want. It's fine. But...
Tea with Simon.
I was just talking about some of the past sort of things we've been working on the roadmap. Yeah, so we did the charity auction event a few days ago, and we raised $13,500 for She's the First, the female charity, which was awesome. Like the artwork from Abby, and then we had 2 female artists as well, and it was just it was so good. If you've not seen the live stream for that, check it out. It's really, really cool.
It was Ambo and Bat Basito from Twitter. There's just, the art is just amazing. It was actually quite scary having to paint next to them, because it's, to kind of be side by side next to what they were doing. It really is beautiful stuff. So congratulations to those who won that auction, and the money is going to She's the First. So it's a really good cause.
Hang on, did I not win it then?
Oh, sorry, Simon. No, Simon made a bid, and that was really lovely. What do you mean, yes?
I thought I won.
Oh, were you going yes until I didn't get it, or?
No, yes. Damn it! I thought I don't know. I'm not really clever with these auctions. I was like,
Oh.
Have I got it? Did I win?
No, someone got there last minute. Sorry.
Oh well, good on him.
Next time, Simon. Next time, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Simon, your auctions went right. I think Trevor got 2 of them.
Yeah, I think I pressed the buttons too early. I wasn't sure. Like, then someone else put a bid in, and I was like, just sell. And then I thought, hang on, no, that's not how an auction works. I was like, I don't want to be greedy. So, but I was just honored that Trevor Jones is one of the, like, I mean, you guys, we were in that group message with him before, and like he's like the original, one of the original guys, been going since the 90s, innovating in AR space in the 2000s. So like, the fact that he's got some stuff, it's pretty cool. Only because he knows Ice Cube, so I'm now cooler. He knows Ice Cube.
Yeah, we're trying to get Ice Cube a dog.
One of his Picasso bulls actually sold yesterday for 125,000 US, and everyone in the discords I was talking to is like it should have gone for like 5x that. So I think that when you think about some of the original like people, I think there's a lot more appreciation now for Trevor Jones. He's always been appreciated, but I think nothing against people or any of the others, but I think like the next generation of people stole some of that thunder, and now people are going back and really appreciating the work that Trevor Jones did. So that's awesome that he's been involved with y'all, and that's a testament to what he thinks and what he values. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're seeing that with some collectibles, aren't we, as well, with the Curo cards, and it's sort of come full circle again, and people are investing back into the OG projects, which is really, really cool to see.
I love the old stuff. I love it. But I also love the new stuff like Top Dog. So it sounds like you guys got a completed roadmap minus the beach party. I'm sure the beach party is going to be an absolute event. If it's in Miami next year, Miami's just like a 2.5-hour flight for me. So I look forward to seeing my Top Dogs. Yeah, maybe I'll bring Sapphire. Who knows? But
so my aim for the party, PO, is to get Snoop Dogg DJing. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
Well, hopefully
you heard it first. I will make it happen.
Well, you heard it here first. Snoop, like potentially, Paul's gonna will it into existence. I can't wait. Maybe we can have him on stream before too. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So what's going on with Top Dog these days? What's kind of coming next?
Yeah, so we've been getting our heads down on the. I think we spoke about this the last time we was on the show about the gamification aspects. So bringing the packs and the temperaments to life, and we're doing that through a Pokemon style PvP game. It's taken us a bit longer than we thought because we sort of managed that through our community grant, which it hasn't sort of worked out, which is fine. It's just taking us a bit longer. So my dog is barking.
I always get annoyed. I was gonna say I always get annoyed at like any sound. Like if someone has like background noise, I get so mad. But if I'm with Top Dog Beach Club and a dog's barking, it's all good. It's gravy, man. That's fine.
So we've been working on that, and that's coming. And we've sort of released a bit of a gamification already. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but last week we released our play to earn digging game, which is on the website. I don't know if you've had a go in that, but you can essentially win Top Dogs, you can win snacks, you can win ETH, and you get your dogs digging. And if they dig up a prize, you get either of those. I think we've given away like 22 dogs, hundreds of thousands in snacks. Our grand prize pot was won last week for the first time, which is based on 10% of our secondary sale volume. So it can be quite a substantial amount. That was shared between 3 people. So slowly starting to bring in, all these gamification aspects and play to earn games, which is going to be really, really fun. But our main focus has been really to develop the Top Dog universe and the story and the narrative, and to start to think about where we want to take that long term and how that's going to play out. And I think people have already guessed, but we're sort of releasing some cats. We've put a teaser out. We've obviously said on the stream cats a few times. So So I'm going to just actually drop the image now. I'm going to drop it to you, Pio, and you can bring it up on stream. So really super excited to drop these. Nobody has seen these apart from me, Abby. It's loading now.
Simon, are you a cat person?
I am a huge cat person.
You got cat tattoos?
Yeah, all my dead cats in the sky. I'm gonna be bang on this.
Oh wow, look at these. Oh wow, here we go.
Well, they're a bit different.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm pulling them up. I'm the only one. I was looking at them for a second, but I'm pulling them up now. 1 second. Look at these.
That's awesome. Can you zoom in? Enhance.
You click on open.
Yes.
Open
Oh yes. Yes. Yeah. Egyptian. I am an Egyptian cat. Oh, that is awesome.
I'm gonna pull up the original.
All
just
about
one.
the Egyptian cats.
Bravo, Abby. Bravo.
Thank you.
Love them.
Blood, sweat, and tears, guys.
Oh wow.
So we've
Egyptian.
Yeah, so we've taken a different approach. So we've split them up into 4 sort of time periods and eras. So we've obviously got the prehistoric, we've got the Egyptian, the Victorian, and then the future cats. And if anybody's in the actual Top Dog community, you'll probably understand why we've done that. Why is there 4 different time periods? I'll try and let you figure it out yourself, but there's a reason why there's 4. And obviously the time periods, and then we've got the portal as the reveal image. So obviously there's some sort of time travel involved. We don't want to give too much away at the minute because we've got a lot of stuff coming up. But if we talk about the art, we've purposely chosen. If you look at it for the top cats and the top dogs, they're quite different in their style because I guess we took in more of a traditional approach where it's showing the actual torso and it's sort of angled a bit more like a good cat or a bored ape. I think the art's still, the style is a bit different, but like the framing is, I guess, more traditional. Yeah, I mean,
incredible though. Like even if the Victorian, I was just looking like just the galaxy hat, like, and the 3D glasses that like are opaque and you can actually still see the eyes. Like the level of detail here is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, Abby's art kicks ass, and the Victorian is so funny. I love I'm so happy that you guys did these 4. And I think is the Victorian inspired by how dope the top dogs with like the monocles and the top hat, like that kind of thing? Is that where it comes from a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be top cat, then they need to.
Needs to be a top hat.
Yeah, it's not like needs to be a monocle. They need to look really cool. This is actually based on a piece of art that I did when we were thinking about what our original project was going to be. When we were coming up with the concept for Top Dog Beach Club, we did consider cats. And actually, one of the pieces I did, I showed to the guys after, and they said, "Well, I think this would still work really well for us as our drop." So it looks exactly like the version that I did months ago. And you'll see that some of them have textures on the outfits, on the accessories. So the hat, for example, has a texture on the Victorian one, the jacket, the shirt underneath, and you'll notice on some of the others as well. So there will be some accessories that actually have this texture underneath it. So it's not just plain color.
Awesome.
Will there be interaction between the dogs and the cats? Or just
Yeah.
I'll say now, firstly, I have a tattoo of a cat. I love cats. And if you check where your feet are from, tells you where you're from. I have got Egyptian feet. So I am declaring myself the Lord of the Egyptian top cats. And if you want to come at me, come at me.
Yeah.
They're the best.
I'm now Googling Egyptian feet.
You should.
So Simon, you're all about the Egyptian cats. What do you think of the other cats?
I think prehistoric cats are awesome. They look dangerous. I like their ragged style. I think they'll appeal to the the more gnarly of the lot. What's
The
down the Victorians are kind of like super steampunk, aloof. I love the way you've kind of captured the aloofness of a cat, but still making them likable. And the future is just a badass. I mean, I love the future. I love them all, but I've, like I say, because I have Egyptian feet and a cat tattoo, I have to be Egyptian. And we are the best pack already. And if there's any competitions, Egyptian's going to win. Elise,
you heard it here first.
At me, Elise. I'm Egyptian. Or look, you can't deny feet and tattoos when it comes to what cat you are.
Well, I didn't know Simon's. I knew Simon was coming. I knew Simon was going to be fun. I didn't know we were also going to get an appearance from Simon's Egyptian feet. So that's great to hear. And
how do I find out what feet I've got?
You Google will tell you.
Do I have to send a picture of my feet to you?
I'm on a Cosmopolitan website. I'll DM it to you. Apparently, I have Greek toes. So there's that.
See, you got a lion.
Malachi, how did
you even pictures of their feet now, Simon?
Oh my god.
I feel like this is Simon's master plan to get everyone to send him feet pics. I don't know.
One way of doing it.
One thing I'm not into is that OnlyFans feet stuff. But
so Simon did the toe licking thing, right? That video.
Simon did not like that. He gave it a low score, I remember. And when we asked why, he's like, because that was what it deserved. It was wicked funny.
If it was a cat, I'd have given it 10.
Oh my god.
So yeah, the top cat. So it's going to be a traditional sort of airdrop. So there's going to be 8,000 top cats. If you own a top dog, you will get a top cat, but it won't be a random mint. So if you own top dog 5510, then you will get top cat 5510. So you'll get the same serial number. We're also introducing a mechanic that's not really been, well, I've not seen before in the minting process. So what you'll be able to do is sort of drop one of your dogs into a machine. It does something, and then it will give you a higher chance of rarity in the cat that comes out. It's a way to, we've sort of realized that the floor of the top dogs, there's some, excuse me for saying this, Abby, there's some particularly ugly dogs where the colors just don't quite work right. There's only about 100 of them. I think they all still look great, but you can see like they always get recycled on the floor. I think we want to sort of get rid of them in a way and bring them through the cat's traits. There's some really interesting mechanics we're playing with there. It's going to be really cool. Yeah, just increase your chances of a rare cat and potentially pull some of your dog's accessories into the cat. So it's going to be really, really cool on how that plays out.
You've done the unthinkable. You're making dogs and cats bang.
Cat dogs.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a part of our narrative moving forward. It's kind of the natural way to go. Oh, bang! All right.
I want 10. Can I have 10 now? I want Egyptian cat 1 to 10, and then fuck the dog.
I think Simon has the quote of the show today, which is just, "You're making dogs and cats bang."
I mean, I didn't catch on until 10 seconds later, so.
Get on the Twitter.
I think some people are asking about the cats, whether it's just this fall. It is going to be a generative project, so there'll be 8,000 different cats potentially. But Paul and I are talking about possibly only having a set time limit for when they're going to be claimed, and then if people don't claim, then they never get minted to keep the supply low.
That's a good point. So we're doing 8,000. There'll be 8,000 generative ones, but if people don't claim them all, then there potentially might be less.
And that happens. You know, our friend of the show, Sophisticated Art Speculator, just literally forgot to claim his wicked stallions with the wicked cranium. So I don't know how many ETH that is that he left on the table, but everyone make sure that you actually claim your top dogs. You know, I just want to say real quick, I think that, you know, for example, what Paul just said about having this new mechanic, you know, to maybe like, I guess, you know, promote adjustments to some of the dogs that maybe the market decided were on the less desirable side compared to the rest. I think that it's reflective of I think it's reflective of the way that I look at this project, which is I think this project is so interesting. Full disclosure, I own 2 top dogs, and one of the traits of top dogs, Abby literally modeled after my dog's scarf. So the project holds a soft spot, in my mind. However, you have all these flash in the pan NFT projects where they explode right away. They sell out in 2 minutes. They rocket up, but then they end up cooling off, and a lot of them literally go to zero for one reason or another. And so when you look at this project, this is like a case study to me of like a slower burn where a lot of effort, a lot of TLC, a lot of love goes into this project, and it's just, real people with a real community, and, a lot of back and forth communication with the community. So I'm just so impressed with the organic, slow growth of the project. And I'm very interested to see how it does over the next 12 months, 18 months. I think it's going to be really fascinating. And it might set a new precedent for, what these projects kind of look like versus just the traditional kind of like sells out in 2 minutes, flash in the pan, explosion to the upside, and then, falling out of favor.
I don't want to contradict myself, but actually, because we were talking about supply with y'all before you launched this one, but we're seeing some of the other projects like the CyberKongs, and this isn't an endorsement at any of the projects, but I'm curious if you guys have postulated or thought about doing a 10,000 drop where there are 2,000 more that are available for sale, that people that just couldn't necessarily get the dogs or are cat lovers and don't really like dogs. Have you guys considered making a limited amount available outside of the 8,000-ish for the dogs?
We haven't decided on anything yet. I think our main concern was making sure there's not too many, but as you know, there is a fine balance when it comes to how much supply there is. So we haven't made any decisions, and I don't think we want to say anything for sure. But that is an interesting idea. I don't know what you think, Paul.
Yeah, we I guess de facto just settled on every top dog gets a top cat, so there's going to be 8,000. But that's interesting. We can definitely look at that and think about that.
Malachi trying to shake things up. All right, here's a quick question. I see people mentioning Pugba. I think one of the funniest things is the naming your top dog dynamic, because it just shows who's like the most clever and funny with the way. Like, I'd never be able to think of some of these names, Bone Affleck and all these hilarious names. What are your guys' favorite names that you've heard?
Oh, I like mine. I'm biased. My top dog's called Tom Selleck. Because he's got a mustache.
Selleck,
yeah. There's been so many.
There's some crazy names out there. They're just I can't, for some reason I can't think of a single one right now. But like I scroll through and I'm like, loads of the dogs have names and backstories, and people have put a lot of effort in, and I can't even. It's hard for me to even think of names in my mind sometimes.
Yeah, I'm rubbish with names. Someone gave me the Tom Selleck name. I was like, yes.
They're so funny.
Simon, what's your level of excitement now for this airdrop?
Oh, mate, honestly, I get called the hater of crypto and that from Robin Schmidt a lot. But Top Dogs is the one project that's got me involved. I suddenly understand why it's cool, what I want, and now I have this yearning. I need 10 Egyptian cats, and I want number 1 to 10. And I will, not physically, but mentally and artistically, fight the other packs. And I'm going to take my Egyptian cats. I'm going to fight the dogs. And if any other animals, you can't fuck with an Egyptian cat. That's where they're from. That's what they do. They are like the kings of the temple. And prehistoric might be dodgy because they're kind of like, they look a bit wild. The Victorians one will be coming at me with like steam-powered cat guns. Future cat, I don't know. I mean, they're
lasers, man.
Lasers. They've got cat lasers. I mean, like laser cat toys. Imagine that. That's how you confuse the future cat. You just put a mirror on their laser head, and then they just keep chasing themselves. We know it all. Egyptian cats. We built the pyramids. We built this city on rock and roll. I don't know what the question was.
You answered it. You answered it, buddy.
Oh, good.
And so I just want to call out, I should have known that as soon as I put that question out there, you know, your guys' passionate community was going to come through. Some names that were that were mentioned are Axel Bones instead of Axel Rose, Notorious PUG instead of Notorious BIG, Dr. Strange Rough instead of Dr. Strange Love, Post Mabone, William Wagdog. James Boned is a funny one too. James Boned is pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's some great names. But I mean, just so more about the cats is what we don't want this to be is just an airdrop. So the cats are going to deeply integrate into the Top Dog story. The cats and the dogs are going to interact. It's going to be a really interesting mechanic around that. And we don't want to give too much away because next week we're going to have a puzzle that's coming up. And then we have a series of comic pages coming out as well to sort of tell the narrative. And just because you mentioned Dr. Stranger of PO, I'm going to drop. I don't have it, but there's a dog called Jason. So 5510, his number is, and he got put in a smart contract by accident. So he's sort of sat in our smart contract. And he can't do anything. He can't be removed. He's just there forever. Nobody owns him. He's going to be a key part of the narrative and the story. And I think the community are really going to like that because they've sort of grown to love this dog because nobody owns him. Yeah, I'll just leave
there's a whole a set of messages, isn't there, about RIP Jason, and everyone posting sad messages. Everyone takes it really seriously. Everybody loved him. Everyone misses him. So yeah, we thought we'd involve him in the narrative that's to come, but we can't give away too much right now.
Yeah, and then we have and me and Simon and Abby met last week, and we was talking about like gamification and the metaverse. And Simon's got some really, really interesting ideas on how that can work. I don't think we want to give too much away on that at the minute because it's going to confuse everybody. But there's some really, really cool stuff coming around soon about the metaverse and more gamification.
I'm just watching your floor, just like the last 30 minutes. There've been
I've not
quite
seen
a few transactions, and I think that one of the things that is cool about this is I love the Top Dogs. It was on my radar early, huge fan. But then when you think about some of the other aspects, like this becomes much more inclusive. The universe, the gamification, you're doing all of the right things and you're not hiding, which Pio alluded to earlier, which we love. And what else is awesome is that you're taking the community and the Jason and like all these things, and you don't know what's going to happen next, but neither does anyone else. And you take all these good ideas, you postulate, you come up with things, and all of a sudden this really cool PFP project now is a universe with backstory and history and community and like games and everything else. And so what I loved about y'all's roadmap, it wasn't this aggressive, like we're going to go sign with Universal and make Top Dog movies and all these types of things. But you had some really good concepts. You had experience with blockchain ahead of time, great art. And so I think that when you combine familiarity with the technology, a great artist, great ideas, and an openness in a community, you can come up with these brilliant ideas. And this is the result of your labor of love, and it's just awesome to watch and see. So great job.
Oh, thank you very much. Simon, you got your hand up.
Yeah, I was just going to say there is something, I mean, inherently, like, take away like the gamification, take away the commodification of these entities as NFTs. There are a lot of comparable projects. There's a lot of animals. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of them, but there's something intrinsically better about these dogs, and it is the art style. There's something, I don't know, because you could say that there's a lot of similarities in these and apes or but there's something there's just something about these, and it is the art style that I just think that they just feel more legit, and that even just seeing the cats, they just feel right. And like I say, going back to what I said earlier, this is the first project where I've gone, actually, I not only love the project and what they're planning, I enjoy just the actual visual experience, like the legacy art vibe of just looking at the things. So I see a lot of other PFP projects, and I'm just like, they are rubbish to look at, and I don't care, and they've got no story. So yeah, it's just nice. Like I even said that because when you see them all as like a lump like that, they all look great. And I know you mentioned that the Muglies. Someone mentioned Muglies earlier, but they're probably going to be worth about £1 million. Like if no one makes them bang cats. Yeah, like, why don't you do wallpaper? Can you imagine like actual wallpaper, like rolls of wallpaper of all the dogs?
That's a cool idea.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that sounds so cool. Maybe not for my house, but maybe for the Top Dog headquarters of the future.
Top Dog Mansion.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We'll have to
Yeah,
buy
I think what's
premises on the beach.
that'll be dope for the beach party. You know, I think really what Malachi and Simon are talking about is it's just a high effort project. Just objectively speaking, it's high effort. It's not like one of these Anon projects where they sell it out and then it's like we just sold out. Like that's a massive accomplishment, and we don't even have our reputations on the line. So you can get complacent. Like you guys are putting your reputations on the line. Obviously, Abby is kind of a different story because she quit her job to like live on a yacht and all that. So it's kind of different for her, but it seems like Paul's definitely going pretty hard, right, Abby?
Yeah, she's in the galley of her yacht at the minute. You're in the galley of your yacht.
Oh well. I'm not living on a yacht. I'm still in my old house. The only thing I've bought since we sold out was a laptop because I did the whole project on a cracked screen that was just a smashed up old laptop. So I bought a laptop, not a yacht. Again, I could afford a yacht anyway. Yeah.
It's very kind words, Pio and Mal and Simon. And I think, sorry?
I was just saying thank you. Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, guys. It was lovely.
Yeah, and I mean, we are absolutely on this full time, and this is our full-time jobs. Like we are constantly, I'm doing still, I don't know how to take a break. I'm still doing like 14 hours a day. It's crazy. But now it's not just me and Abby, we've got Pete, Jakob, we've got Andrew, who are devs as well on the team, and we're paying them. They're helping out. We've got Terry, who's doing our social media and that kind of thing. We've just hired somebody else called Claire, who's actually my wife. She's going to be helping out with the project as well. So we're actually, we're building a team for the long term, and this is what we're seeing the project as a long-term thing. And we're just hoping, as you said earlier, it can go for years and years and years and years. And we actually make it this IP, I guess, platform and this universe. And Mal, you mentioned, talking to Universal about actually making a film or a sort of story or something like that. And maybe in the future, that's where we go. I don't know.
Simon?
Well, I think you should do a movie, and I do know people at Netflix. So let me just do a few of these roles, and then I'll give someone a call. I was going to say the beach party thing. All right, how about this? So you got an island with a volcano in the middle. On one half of the island, you have the dog club. On the other half of the island, you have the cats. Okay, and then you have like a few days to have a thing there where they can do some stuff there, and then they meet in the middle, not to have a fight, but to have fun. Like in some kind of thing. So like you can do things while you're in your little dog side that will give you points. And then while you're in the cat side, it can give you points. And when you come together, so like you could have, like you say, Snoop Dogg DJing on your dog side and Doja Cat, who's performing on the other side. And then whoever gets the most points headlines the show on the volcano in the middle.
Wow.
I like that.
That's
the
new
Doja Cat. That's amazing. Yeah.
Indigo King put a quote and he said, "Not to fight, but to bang."
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say that, Simon. Dogs are the cats.
Yeah, I'm glad you said fun, Simon.
And bang.
Indigo said that, not me.
One question, guys. One question that was in the chat is: do we have a date for the airdrop?
No, we do not. We do not have a date.
Abby
screamed at me before coming on here. Like we have a date in mind. Abby screamed at me before coming on here. Do not say a date. You don't want to miss it. So we just want to nail it down a bit more and get a bit more something in our heads that we can actually know we're going to hit. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. It wouldn't be a Top Dog Beach Club stream if I didn't.
Oh, yes. Where's Dennis? Dennis, come here. For a treat. Dennis, what's this?
He's just rolling around the bed with a dog.
Action going on in the corner.
That could have gotten awkward real quick.
Whoa, that's a big one.
Hello, we got a new presenter. 2 new presenters. Hello. Oh, got any talk?
I'm shy. That's a
Speak
big
up,
animal.
Sapphire.
Oh my
Speak up.
God.
Such a cutie. It's not scarf weather today.
Yeah,
You
not
can tell
Sapphire.
Sapphire's getting like more comfortable being on camera, where like last time it was like way off, and soon she's gonna be doing her own thing.
You should get her a seat and get her own little camera and everything. See what she thinks.
Yeah.
Valuable insight.
All righty. Any closing thoughts, Simon?
I am just most excited I've ever been for any internet project, apart from the first time I got like NTL and I could do porn on my own. But that was a great day. But, that was years ago. No, I'm super jazzed. I'm a cat lover. I love dogs anyway. I love the other. I can't wait to see the Egyptian cats and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but just everybody bow down in the wake and the awesome power of Egyptian top cats.
I have one quick question. Are Egyptian toes now going to be a property on these Egyptian cats?
We'll have to do it now, won't we? We'll have to include them.
I'm seeing like
Simon
a
will
full-on
spend a
side
bunch
project.
Simon's going to send you guys a bunch of foot pics under the guise of Egyptian toes quality.
Maybe a custom one of one rare, right?
Simon, I've got this guy.
Oh,
Nice.
He's just chilling.
hey. Yeah. That's a Victorian cat.
Well, it's always a pleasure, guys. This was a ton of fun. It's apparent that you have a passionate, fan base, passionate community. And like before we knew it, there was almost 100 people watching this, and those are definitely big numbers.
Come on, it's already started. Sorry, dude. Cleopatra.
That's a good one. That's a good one. At least has the good names. But thanks so much for coming on, guys. Always a great time. Simon, thanks for joining, man. So much fun.
Thank you, Simon.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Been awesome.